Technical requirements, on the other hand, are driven by development-oriented questions. Make sure you have a developer involved who has expertise in the appropriate areas. The technical requirements will address questions like, will the app be native or web-based? Does it require user authentication? Will APIs be used? And these requirements will influence decisions that need to be made during the design process. The technical requirements should also include what devices will be supported, and for native applications, just how many versions will need to be developed. The technical requirements should include an itemized list of the devices to be supported, and also capture a basic development initiative. For instance, if the list includes support for iPhone 5, iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus, iPad mini, and the full iPad. The summary that follows can establish whether or not the plan is to develop an iPhone version and a separate iPad version, or a single universal application for iOS. Or for instance, if the list includes proprietary or non-standard mobile devices, new questions will likely need to be asked and answered, or at the very least, risks and assumptions can be established. Since they influence the experience heavily, the supported devices and the surrounding development plans should be established before the experience is designed. And once that's done, you can begin to consider the best, common, and required practices that are device-specific, as well as how many device sizes and resolutions need to be accommodated in the design. I mentioned this briefly, but want to emphasize the benefits of capturing risks and assumptions. There are times when the understanding of requirements just cannot be complete at the time we need them to be. Making note of what's missing can help in the long run. In those cases, we sometimes have to make assumptions to continue. So include those assumptions and explain their impact. There are two other sections which you might consider including. In this phase, it's good to become as informed as possible about users' needs, and there's additional research and documentation that can be done for that purpose. And the requirements document can include a summary of what's planned in this area. You can also include a summary of whatever information you have on the demographics of the typical users that you have at the start of the project. Including a section that defines desired differentiators can help to identify qualities of richness that the client desires for the application. And as a result, what's learned there can identify additions that need to be made in other areas of the document, and then in turn identify new differentiators. User research can identify user needs, and by differentiators I mean what will make the app special, what will make it great, why will it be better than other options on the market. So let's take a look at how we can become familiar with user needs related to the application and create some form of user data before the application has been developed and is in the market. And then let's take a look at how we can translate what we've learned to explore possible differentiators and key performance indicators.